Hi guys, it's Corey from KB Chronicles on YouTube. I wanted to do a quick video and show you my setup for 2016. This will be my first official planner video, and I'm planning on filming a few more, hopefully the next couple of days. My storage for my DIY fish as I'm waiting to use them, a couple of other flip through videos, and a few more ideas that I have. I'm trying to figure out how to do a plan with me with so many pages in the inserts, and you'll see that in a minute when I show you. But this is my setup for 2016. This is a Domino Filofax A5. I have a turquoise, I have a pink, and I have a pink and purple polka dot one, which I absolutely love. These are great as a mom because I can wipe them off. They're kind of a vinyl-y material. And with a 2-year-old who doesn't always have clean hands, this is a godsend, to be honest with you. So when you open it up, it has the one front pocket. I always have an ollie clip. I have a few Kate Spade papers in case I need extra lists or lists that I want to be able to take in with me to a store. And then some emoji stickers that someone gifted me. And I love them. They just make me smile. This first dashboard is from Princess Papery on Etsy, and they're two-sided and they're awesome. I really like them. They're really beautiful. This is my flyleaf that came with. These are my kiddos that I'm homeschooling this year. We did school photos at the beginning of the year. Some extra sticky notes in the back, and this is something from Filofax. I got it off Amazon. It's I think the business card holder. And then this is I did have the Inkwell Press A5 inserts. They didn't work for me, so I wrapped them and gave them to somebody off the Facebook group. They're amazing quality and amazing paper. It just did not work for me. So I wrapped them to a friend, but I had already written on this part, so I kept this, the important dates pages as well as the goals section. So I decided I would just keep those in the front so that I would use them. These are dividers made by Martha Plans. These are really awesome. She has a lot of really cool, unique designs. I love these tassels. I just thought they were so cute. In my first section, I keep my schedule for my Classical Conversations group, as well as our Bible study and presentation topics. I'm going to keep those obviously closed for personal reasons, but all that goes in this first divider so that I can check on dates when we meet, what topics my younger two children are going to be doing that week, and which week we're on in the Bible study that Lee Borton set up. The Bible study, I can show that, is on CC Connected, and it just breaks everything down week by week of things you can go over. So it's a really great way to introduce your children to studying the Bible in an organized manner, and in small chunks, which seems to be really easy for them to be able to follow. In this section, I called it my info section, and I used the Filofax dividers to divide this section up. So I track my online purchases, and these are So Much Crafting inserts, which are absolutely amazing. Danielle's customer service is awesome. I just realized we're out of focus again. There we go. Hold on guys, my camera's misbehaving. Let's see. I'm not sure why my camera's doing this. Give it one more second. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. And Danielle's customer service is absolutely amazing, so definitely check her shop out at So Much Crafting. And I'll try to remember to tag everything below. In this section, I keep notes for my kids. All my kids are color coded, so this is for my son Henry, who does green, and I have notes in another section back here which I'll show you. I keep templates that I make in this one, so when I'm punching holes or trying to cut things and line them up, I use this. I have a section here with different kinds of paper that I use in my planner. I do use a yellow paper house, So Much Crafting insert, and then different papers that I've printed my DIY fish on. And I just use these to test pens and things out and make sure that they're going to work. In this section is just some ideas I've had for planner projects and I have a page I always call Planner Perfection, and this is where I keep everything that I'm ordering and using and that I really like, so that it have a reference way to go back and check it out. This last section is my Bible study notes, and this is again so much crafting inserts. The paper quality is amazing. You really cannot talk highly enough about how great Danielle is, and it's just they're really nice. I like them a lot. In my next section is where I keep blank paper, and this is paper that I got from Yellow Paper House. This is for my son, and I have pink for one daughter and yellow for the other. And these are just where I put notes for specific kids if I need that paper. And then again, I have some more Yellow Paper House paper. I have the dots, and I have the lined and the graph. And I just use these for notes as they're needed. In this section, I have my project planning inserts. And these are inserts that I plan to use to track YouTube. Everything for YouTube will be in this section. I plan to keep just a month or two at a time. So January and February have been set up. December I'm kind of using as my tester, since obviously it's December and it's almost over. The way these work is really kind of neat. It wants you to list all your events for the month. I'm sorry, I just realized they're out of frame a little bit. There we go. So you list your events, your objectives, your notes, special things for each week. You have a full calendar here, which I think is very handy. A bigger section here, which I think you could use partially for notes if you needed. And then it divides each week down. And I plan to do a more in-depth video as I get this set up, but it allows you to track your time over here, videos that you want to do. And as you can see, I had big plans last week, but it did not work out. So we're now in this week over here, and I'm trying to get caught up, as you can see. But I plan to do a video about these. I know that Carrie Harling's channel, she has some great videos on this, and so definitely check her out as well. And DIY Fish has some videos as well that kind of flips through these. So my plan for these is they will be strictly YouTube, and as I get into my groove with that, I'm going to show that more. I've seen on the blog and on Facebook, people have questions about these, so I'm hoping to have something up really soon because I see that there's really a good interest in that. In my next section, I'm using So Much Crafting inserts, and they're the month on 2 pages list style. And I got this idea from, I believe her name is Rachel Dunaway. She has a channel on YouTube and does Filofax, and she uses hers for forward planning, and I believe they were Filofax inserts. But I had some of these from Danielle, and I thought, you know, this is a great idea. I'd never thought of it before. I like to put washi down. It just reinforces the holes a little bit, and my plan for these is that I will use them for forward planning if I don't have my DIY Fish inserts printed yet, or they're not ready to go in. And I'm planning on using stars to mark birthdays that are coming up. Not too much, because I put all that in my regular inserts. So these are really for, oh, we're going to have a break this week, or that kind of thing. Just something quick that I can mark it down on a sticky note and then remember to add it into my planner later. In this final section are my DIY Fish inserts. Right now, obviously, I have December and January, but I plan on always having one full month, and that's monthly, weeklies, and dailies, and then having at least the month, if not the month and weeks for the month coming up, so that I'm able to kind of forward plan a little bit if I needed to more specifically. But because I have those in the previous section, I don't really have to have that because I have these to do that too. So I'm kind of playing with this, my first year using DIY Fish, so we're gonna check it out. On this page, I added the washi, and these are stamps from Sweet Shop Design. All things that I need to remind myself of in a busy year as a busy mom. So these are just stamped on, and these are the DIY Fish yearly calendar. Here you have 2017, 2018, a list of anything you wanted to mark down. And then when you go inside of this, I have my year out like that. I typed these things in. And then in the inside here, I've got it as birthdays and anniversaries. I'm going to keep that a little bit private because those are family member stuff. But I typed all that in, and it comes with 3 things, as well as a checkbox here on this last side. And you can use them for anything that you really want to use them for. One of the best things I think about Fish's inserts are that you can really change them any way you want. This is December, and I did a very fancy job with my decorating. I use my monthly chart to track when bills are paid for my dog, changing air filters for HVAC, cleaning out my fountain pens, devotion Bible study, juicing, laundry for the kids' activities, and then also use it to track family coming and going. So I fill those in. A lot of these things are things I only have to do once a month, so there's not a lot of check marks, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to use this for, because I'm sure I'm not utilizing it to its highest ability, but I'm learning, and I like having it. These are stamps from Sweet Stamp Shop, washi. I believe this is Scotch brand. I got this off Etsy, and I'd have to look it up. This is from Carolina's Crafts, and the Sweet Stamp Shop again too, and then another washi that I got off of Etsy. When you go on the inside of this, you can see that. Hold on a second. I'm trying to move it over so you can see everything. Here, this is how I have my month set up, and then it has the whole month, and they're vertical, remember. So all these washi represent different activities my kids have. This is our winter break. I use this section here for all my birthdays and anniversaries, anything special that we need to celebrate. I have notes here, things that I want to do this month. My January calendar. This is a sticker off Etsy from, I believe, Planet. This sticker's from Creating & Co. And these stickers here are from Glam Planning. These are from Creating Co. as well, Lily Henry. These clips here at the top, these tabs, are from Midori, and I got them off Amazon, and they're awesome to help me mark my month, so I really enjoy that a lot. This is a bill tracker here from So Much Crafting, and so it's filled out, so I'm not going to show that, but these are really great, and I have a blank one in January, which I'll show you more up close. In DIY Fish, as you all know, they come in these weekly packets. So I have a week packet, and then I have a weekly calendar. And what's really great is that when you have your month open, let me slide you guys back over, sorry, and you open your week, they line up. And this is awesome. For planning purposes, you can see everything in a glance. All my stamps here, most of these are all Studio L2E stamps and Altier Dreams. And I use these for everything that normally happens in a week. So if it's a normal week and we have our normal activities, this is where I track that stuff. It's just, each of these represents something. This is my little kids' homeschooling. This is my older son's homeschooling, our music lessons, dance class, little gym. Jack had a dentist appointment. Henry had karate that week. So it's kind of like that stuff. I denote school with this. Our housekeeper is this. My groceries trip that week when I usually get gas. An email that I have to do for CC. So these are just how I kind of track everything in a week. And this is an older week. So I'm going to flip to this week and go through that so that it's a little bit more relevant. But just wanted you to see. So when I come to this week, we have nothing going on this week because it is Christmas break. So I don't have anything going on this week scheduled. We have family coming and things like that. And I'll mark those later. I just haven't really gotten to that yet. I like to put washi here and washi here because my day starts at 5 a.m. So I use this as important things I want to do that day. Today we did some Christmas shopping, and tonight I'm going to take some Christmas pics of my kids. This is our day to wash all the bedding. This is my juicing. I use this for tracking my juicing and my water intake. Trash goes out tonight. And then these are from Faye Creates, and they're countdown stickers, and they're called the Ugly, I think it was Ugly Christmas Sweater. I don't know, but I thought they were just absolutely adorable. I loved them. And then I use these stamps from Studio L2E to kind of add a checklist in. So I really like those. With DIY Fish, as you all know, there is the weekly chart. And in my weekly chart, I used my Mac and was able to edit this using Preview. So I type in what I use each week, and I just really like that because then I don't have to rewrite everything each week. This is where I track my favorite Bible verses. And then if you've seen my video before, we're a homeschooling family. So this is where I track my kids' homeschooling. On this back sheet, I edited this in preview, and I use this for my younger kids. And then I use this one for notes and their week chart. And this is version, this is part of 2.2, but this is version 3.2. And I just use that. And then on this side, I use my older son's lesson plans and his notes and checklists. So these are for homeschooling, and because we're on break this week, they're blank. But when we get into January, I can kind of show you my setup for these. Then I have my Bible quotes and my weekly chart. Now you'll notice in here that I don't have the weekly planner that a lot of people use for meal planning. I printed this page out, and then I always put Monday on the other side because I found that when the weekly chart was separated out, I wasn't using it. And so now that it's in my week, it's right by my week, I look at it every day. And now my camera is going out of focus again. I'm sorry. Let's see what's going to happen here. There we go. So I just really found that made a lot more sense to me, and it wasn't that hard to do. It was actually pretty easy, so I was excited about that. And then as you see, if you flip through my week, I always have my page marker. This is a So Much Crafting insert. It's personal size, but I add the washi tape and punch it for A5. And it's I forgot the word. It's cut. I cut slits so that I can pull it out and move it for each week. But I find this really handy just to remind myself, okay, this is what I've got going on this for meals this week. And then I use my stamps. Occasionally I'll do a grocery cart if I need to go to the store again. Things like that. So I really enjoyed this. And then you have the grocery list on the back. So if you have to make an extra trip, you can run to the store, and I found that to just be really awesome. On this note page here, you'll see that I have the LM Hyperdex, and this is where I keep my journaling pages. I journal each night. I'm gonna have you guys hold on for just 1 second because my battery is flashing. So give me just a minute and I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, but my battery was completely about to die. So we're back exactly where we left off. This page I use for my daily journaling. This is called an LM Hyperdex, and this was a mess up stamp. I didn't do so hot with it, but this is a visual time tracker, and you can get these off of Fish's Etsy shop. And they were, I believe she designed this with Marianne Mall, and they both have videos on YouTube about this if you're interested. This is our sleep patterns, and I do keep these up, and I use the bigger stamp during the week. This is for my husband, and he's currently deployed right now, so this is he's not home. This is for my kids, and then the bigger outside one is mine. So this just kind of keeps track of sleep patterns. I do that mainly just to keep up with the kids and, checking out if they need, we're having a particularly bad day. Did they not sleep last night, or did something else happen? Just kind of keeps things going that way. This is our Tuesday. Again, blank. This is where I keep up with things. I always put birthdays up here and check them off when I've taken care of those birthdays by either wishing them a happy birthday, mailing their card, whatever it is that I'm going to do. Again, my checklist is stamped in. DIY Fish and Sweet Stamp Shop and Altier Dreams are my favorite stamp shops, and that's where I get most of my stamps. Wednesday, Christmas Eve. These are Creating & Co. and Carolina's Crafts. This is from Oh Hello, Faye Creates. These are all Creating & Co. as well. Again, just decorating for Christmas Eve. And then here's Christmas Day, more of the same shops. This is my weekend, and these are from Planner Kate. I love these because they're 2 stickers, so I can make them fit really well. On the weekends, I use my smaller Hyperdex. So what I do is the middle is my husband, the outside is myself and my kids. I just split the circle, and I find I don't really need these that much on the weekends. They're pretty easy going. And then Sunday is our church day. Again, same thing. And then this last page I tend to use for just decorating, because it's the side that, you know, closes all of this in together. So sometimes I'll add pictures that I've taken. Other times I will just write special things that I want to remember. And then something I've decided in the new year is I'm going to, on the back of these, in the 2016 version, these gray lines are not here. So these are going to be highlights of my week. I'm going to put on the back anything really special that happened that I want to remember. Because when I store these, I store them in this manner. And I can just look at the back if I'm looking for example, my kid's birthday party is next week. My middle son and daughter are both December birthdays, so we do a party together. Well, I'll probably might mark that here. And so if I wanted to flip back through to find out something that I wrote in my journal or something about that day, I'll just have to look through the weeks until I find that week, and then I can open it up and look for it, as opposed to flipping through 365 pages trying to find it. So that's my plan. I wanted to give you guys kind of a quick look, let me close December, at January, so you can kind of see what a blank setup is right now. Everything is in here for the moment except for my daily pages. So here's a blank month, and these are stickers I picked up off Amazon. These are from the Planner Junkie, and then this is just washi tape that I have, and I haven't filled these out yet, but this is kind of my setup. Let's see, let me flip you back over so you guys can see. These are again from Planet, Hippie Diggy Chick. And then these are my kids' activities set up in January, birthdays and anniversaries. This is the So Much Crafting insert. Now I had the A5 in the personal, but I didn't want to use the A5s up, so I used my personals because I decided I wanted a bigger planner. And so what I do is I fill out the bills that I pay, kind of go in 2 chunks during the month. So I do the first set that I pay and the second set that I pay, and check them off. I stamp them here instead of doing due dates because, like I said, I just twice a month pay bills, so due dates really are kind of irrelevant. So I wipe this out and I'll put stamps here to mark what the bills are, write them in, their amounts, and then when it's done, I check them all off. And I just find that to be really handy. And then at the end of the year, I have a record of what we paid in bills. We also have a rental property, so I also track my expenses for rental property on here, which is helpful with taxes. So that's what I use those for. In each section here, I'm trying to make sure you guys are still in the frame. Good. These are my first week, and they've made some changes from the last one. There was a checklist here, and now that's not happening anymore. So you really can use this for anything that you want to use it for. The back side is blank, like I showed you before. So my plan for this is I will probably put this in preview, type up weekly highlights or something so that it's marked as what I want to use it for. I like to put washi on this outside. It's really something that I saw in Carrie Harling's video, and I just thought it looked really nice and kind of decorated it a little bit. But I also think that it kind of protects it because it's going to hold all those papers and you're going to be flipping from it. So I just kind of like to have it, and I just pick like kind of a couple washi that match. I try to alternate weeks just so it's easy for me to figure out where I'm at in the month. But I just find something that matches that I like, and these are both tapes that I got. I have no idea where I got this one. This one was off of, I think it was That Washi Girl, but I'm going to try to look all these up so that you guys can see them below. But our first week, all I have right now are the weeks and my lesson plan. So this is what a lesson plan page looks like for my younger kids. We do, I still need to stamp my icons, but we do Bible study each week. We do memory work for CC, and these are the strands that they study. And CC is classical conversations. Handwriting, Latin, reading, and math. And then they always have a presentation each week. And then this is how I track practice for my 3 kids, and they play their instruments. On this side, I have the notes page for my younger kids. And again, this is version 3.2, the weekly version. And this is just a checklist so I can check off how many days we did stuff. If we didn't, maybe why. I put notes over here. If I have specific notes for my kids, I put them, where they go. My son Henry is 7 and my daughter Lily is 6. So these are where I track those. And then on this side, I need to cover up a name real quick. I'm sorry. I should have done this before I got started, but I did not. Then on this side, I have my CC notes. And again, these are things I typed in using Preview. And as you can see, I made a little mistake up here and wasn't thinking about when I had to trim the page. So I'll have to adjust that. But these are the tasks that I need to do each week. And when I have this filled out, it'll have, what I do is I typically cover the dates here with washi, because I don't use this for the specific dates. I just use it for the space to do the notes. So what I need to do for a certain strand this week, and you know, whatever I need to do. On this side, I check them off when I've got them completed. So that's what I use this for. This is just planning of things I need to do. And if I'm in class and I realize, oh, I need to look up this off of CC Connected, or I need to research this on the internet, or I need to find a better map for geography, whatever it is, I make notes here. And then on this side, this is my son's side, so I'm going to show it. But this is just when I check assignments, was it complete? Was something missing? Anything I noticed problem-wise? Just as general assignments and notes. When we do papers, they have to pick their topics. So I'll note here what they said they were going to do. And then this is just for myself. When I finish my prep work for Latin, which is what CC calls grammar, in the Challenge A strand, I'll mark, oh, I did that on Tuesday. And oh, math, I've got that planned for, you know, Friday. And then on Saturdays, I always go back over this list, make sure everything's prepped, because my goal is on Sunday that I'm going to be completely ready. Our community day is every Monday. So I don't want to be scrambling on Sunday to try to get things done. I try really hard to, by Saturday, I don't want to have to do anything for school and be ready to go. And that's the rule for my kids as well. So that's what that's for. And then again, on this side, I'm doing my Bible verses and quotes that I find each week. And that's how these weeks look right now. I do have my January daily pages printed and cut. We'll add those in when December is over, because as you can see, my planner is quite full and I could not get 2 months in at the same time. But I thought that was going to be something that would bother me, but it really hasn't bothered me. It's been okay. So that's how it's set up. When the year is up, so sometime, I don't know, probably on the 1st or so, I will take all of December out and I will put in January, and then I will move over here and add February and probably the weeks, because it's the next month. But I may not, because I'm finding I may not need that. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. This is a pocket from Filofax, and I did keep my Inkling from Inkwell Press, and I loved that planner. It was so beautiful, but the layout just didn't work for me, and so I was really happy to gift those to people that I knew really wanted them, and I think it's great. And then these are from Planner Kate. They're her, I can't remember what kind of Christmas set, but I have all of these, and I keep my weather stickers in here too from Carolina's Crafts. And so these are what I kind of used in December, and then at the end of the month I'll take those out and maybe put in other ones that I'm going to use really regularly. And then I bought a second, I have this flyleaf, and then I also bought a second dashboard because I like them to match. And then this is a notepad from Erin Condren, which is what I previously used, and it matched perfectly. And I like having scratch paper in there. The paper that I use, I do fountain pens and a lot of color coding and markers and stuff. So I went with a 32-pound 100% cotton paper. So it's definitely thicker, but I really love it. And I'm having no shadowing, no issues with stamping. So I'm really excited. And actually a week ago, I used this heavier paper in this week, and it was just really awesome. As things were, you know, there's no shadowing. You can't see anything on the other side really. It's flat. And then with my fountain pen, I can write. There's no bleeding. This was a really busy week, as you can tell. And I just really like it a lot. So that's something, and I'm looking forward to that. These are stamps I got from Atier Dreams, and she hand draws her stamps. They're absolutely amazing. Tally is her name, and I'm probably pronouncing her shop name wrong, but I will try to link that below. And I just love this because they represent my kids, and it's just fun. And I stamp things on these pages and then color them during the week. And I was doing some testing with my Coletto to try to figure out what exactly I wanted to write with each day. So I really like that. These other ones I did on just regular printer paper, 22 pound, I believe. And it works just fine, and the shadowing doesn't bother me a ton, but I really like a cleaner page. So I'm really excited to get back into this paper here. And that's what January's looking like. So I'm getting really excited. I really feel like I've got a really good planner set up, and I've got a really good, it's just looking awesome. I'm really excited. If you have any questions, list them below. I am planning on doing a video on what I do as I'm getting ready for a new year, how I'm storing my inserts when I print them. And then next week I will do a plan with me for my lesson plans. But I'm really not sure what to do with the pages. So I'd really like to hear from you guys what it is that you want to see, because to me it just feels like that would be a really long plan with me. I mean, this video is probably going to be about 30 minutes, but it was a flip through video. But I just feel like that would be a really long to go through every single page. So I'm curious as to what you guys would want to see. Maybe do the lesson planning on a video and flip through the other pages and just kind of talk about them. Or would you like to see a lesson plan with me and a daily page plan with me? So I'm interested to see what it is that you guys want to see. I know this was kind of rambly. I hope it was helpful, and I'll get better at this as I go. I know I'm probably not doing the most awesome job, but it's kind of like, my first video. So be kind, but always, give me feedback. I want to learn and do this better, and I really want to help somebody. So I hope you guys are all looking forward to a blessed Christmas and a great new year. And I've been so blessed by the planner community and everything that I've learned. So I'm hoping that this helps somebody else. And I really hope you guys are all having a great holiday season. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.